And hello, back for another day in there. Madman. And we are back on the wiring again. So this is a real brain tease yesterday. It absolutely fried us. Now the only thing is, we think possibly this ECU may not work. We don't know the history of it, but we have this ECU which we know works because we've tried it in Jordan's Toyota and it starts and runs with that. So we're now going to go back to the old wiring harness. Have I gone exceptionally white? That's really weird. That's better. Not that you really want to look at my face, do you? I'll flip the camera around. Go back with the old wiring harness, which is this one, which we first mucked around with, and back to this ECU I think today, because we didn't really do much diagnosis with that. The only benefit with this wiring harness is this has got lots of plugs on it that we actually need. So injector plugs and a few bits of wiring that are burnt on this one, like that for example. It's a bit melted, still perfectly serviceable, but you know, don't want to put that on a car, do you really? And the other thing we've done, excuse me and your cup of coffee. Coffee, even worse, even worse. So we've got these printed out as well, so some pin out data and an actual wiring harness diagram, so we'll be able to tell what goes where. So we're going to use the meter. We're going to buzz through all the wires, make sure everything goes where it should be, and then we're going to get the glands around here again and try plugging it in, and hopefully this time we'll have a bit of success and not get so stressed.
Yeah.
But I think we've got more than enough to make it work, so
yeah,
let's get on with it. Yeah, I think I might even set up a little bit of a time lapse on this.
You know what was
Yeah, it's a good way of thinking, isn't it, today? It's a nice day out there, and there's nothing better to make the day pass quicker than a bit of time lapse.
And Paul's got his little chicken tendies out today.
My what?
Chicken tendies.
Beautiful. Decided to start with this plug, which we had to cut off to fit this one, cut off the old loom to fit the new ECU, because the new loom was missing that plug. So like I say, we're starting with this one, seeing where this takes us. Going to pin out each one, find the plug on the other end, buzz the wire through, make sure it goes to the right pin on each one. We're just going to go through every single pin on that plug, every single pin on that plug, and then we also have this brand new plug which we've got a pin for the third connector on that one. So it's like I say, we're going to buzz everything through, make sure it's all correct first, and then plug it into Jordan's car and see if it works. Right, thought I'd bring you out of the time lapse to actually show you some real time shit and show you where this goes, because I know Alex Hart is going to be doing his wiring sometime soon on his micro conversion, and talked to him on the phone yesterday, and I told him how easy it was. Well, it is, if you go through it one wire at a time, like we're doing. Because we're actually finding, so far anyway, there's one wire which has been not wired to the plug it says it should be to. So we've had to correct it. So anyway, what have we just wired up there? That was pin 3 on the throttle position sensor. Okay, do you want me to take that?
Yeah, go for it.
So pleased. So now let's go for pin, I think it's pin 1 now on the throttle position sensor, which according to the diagram goes to pin 12. Yep, on the same plug we're on. So pin 12 on here. So that was 10, wasn't it? 11, 12. That should be a black with a red tracer.
But he needs to remember to
buzz through the right wire.
Buzz through the wire, right.
Right, here we go.
What colour are we going?
Black with a red tracer. Yep, so
Bingo.
that's connected to that then. So that's our 3 pins. That's our 3 pins correct there. You've got the bloody cutters. So I can't get another pair of cutters. We'll both use some.
Yeah, go on then. What colour is it?
There's another pair over here.
No, that's our... Now the thing is as well, with this wiring loom, it's an automatic one, so we're finding extra wires. So we've just kind of converted the throttle position sensor from a 4 plug to a 4 pin to a 3 pin. So yeah, so there's lots of little bits like that which try and catch us out.
Unfortunately, we've got that. What was that?
That was the screwdriver falling off now.
And fortunately, we've got the other wiring loom, which was pretty expensive, that we're actually cutting apart. We're cutting apart both looms to sort of make one.
I've lost the other plug. There's another bit of wire which had a bit of brown on. Bit of brown. Oh, what's underneath there?
Well, it can't have gone under there, can it? What's this one here then?
It's different. It's got to have like a little brown end. It's like Bluetooth, but this one's brown tooth.
Well, it can't have gone far because you ain't been far. You ain't been nowhere.
No. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
Well, it's the black one, wasn't it? Black with a red.
Yeah, the black with your reds there.
Well, we'll plug it in then. That's it. That's all you need to know.
No, because it's different plug connectors in that pin.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
Different
yeah,
pin connectors in
I'm
that
with
plug.
you. Yeah, I'm with you. So what you're saying is you've lost that bit. That wasn't the bit that that's this one here, is it?
The one that you... Oh, no, because that's brown.
Yeah.
Not that one.
It's not that one. But it's very similar.
Very similar.
It didn't drop on the floor with that screwdriver, did it?
Oh,
yeah.
Here we go.
Some people, eh?
So, that.
Pin that in there. So then that's their throttle position done. So let's mark that off then. So we've done pin 10 and pin 12. Are we wiring up the diagnostic socket as well? Because it's OBD1, isn't it, on this?
Yeah.
That one.
Do we?
Because technically we don't need it,
We
but
can diagnose it.
it could help with diagnosing in the future.
I mean, as long as I don't sell my glands, I can always swap things over.
Well, very true.
But I want something else fucked as well.
Yeah.
So
Right. I've got to take that. So that's then the throttle pot. Completely wired to that plug. So where did we get to? I think next stop, which is pin 4 on the plug, should go to water temp signal. So as you can see, this is a very tiresome thing to do.
So this one we don't actually need.
Not at the moment, no. Well, not at all.
Because that's up to the throttle position sensor.
It is.
And that's on auto.
Yep, so pull it out of the loom then.
Look at that, weight saving as we go. Look at him go.
And that is probably one of them green wires that was on here, look. Is it green with a red tracer? Yeah, there it is there, look, on that one we cut out of the plug there when we first did this. Got it there. There's no joins in it, so you pull it your way, that'll pull it out of there.
Now,
and there it is in that one there, look. Hold on. We have a join. No, we don't. It's coming back this way.
oh, go again. And again.
It's that one there.
Very. And that goes up to our pressure intake manifold.
What? Thought we already did that, didn't we? Okay then.
Bearing in mind, that
Pressure.
was the plug for that, whereas that shares, so that green with a red trace
Yeah.
shared the same kind of signal or feed as the throttle position sensor. So now we've got to run a new wire from the pressure intake manifold to join into this black with a red tracer.
Yeah, but then where does it go from there as well then? So so what have we got there? That's the map sensor basically, isn't it?
Intake manifold
pressure. Yeah. So that's there then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So where does that join into? What pin is it on?
Pin 1.
Pin 1. Well,
Pin 3. Pin 3.
Pin 3. Yeah, manual transmission. Automatic transmission. Look.
Yeah.
So if you haven't got automatic, so that one isn't needed. So manual. Pin 3 on there goes all the way to pin 11. Throttle position sensor. What? It's not that pin now. That plug in. Speed signal or air vacuum switching high-low boost solenoid. No, so none of that fucking makes sense then. VCC. Where's that on that diagram? Pin out.
VCC, throttle position sensor.
Throttle position sensor then. So that goes to there then. Pin 11. So that I can just wire straight into there then, can't I? Because that's all it goes to.
Yeah, because it isn't an auto.
Yeah, that's right.
Got ya.
Right, so pin 11 on here. So there's 9, 10, there it is. It's even the same colour, obviously.
So that, do you want to just quickly buzz through, make sure there's no...
Well, I'm going to cut it anyway.
Right, I'm on, that's on.
Yep,
Right,
there you go.
so
So that's
now
definitely that. So I'll connect that to pin 11 then, and then that's correct for manual transmission then.
Yeah. Gonna have some of my cow be on crush.
Go steady. Might end up with dreadlocks for that.
this sun, I'm going to go back to work looking like I've just spent a month at Barbados.
Yeah. Right then, so that's that one sorted. So now can we go back to...
So before we go anywhere, so pin 11 we've done.
Pin 11 we've done, yeah, so you can tick that off.
No, I thought it was going to be more of a yellow instead of a green.
Yeah, it does look very bright, doesn't it?
Unlike me.
Yeah. Right then, so now we go pin 4, water temp signal.
Which...
And that, I believe, green with a black tracer.
Oh, I've definitely got a green and a black tracer, boy.
Does it beep when you touch it?
I don't know, because there's like some burnt, crusty shit on the outside.
Okay.
Is it black with a...
Green with a black tracer.
Green with a black tracer?
Yep, that's the one. So connect that to a water temp signal plug.
Well, we now need a water temp signal pin.
So
Off of the new view.
check that on the glanzer, see what it looks like, make sure it fits, solder it on. Can you see the one green with a black tracer though?
Green with a black tracer? Yeah. That other one only must be the that plug, because it's only a 2-pin plug. So
Yeah.
Got a, right. So assuming that one's a 1 plug at the back. That's a 1 plug at the front. And that's a 2 plug, and that's green with the black and green trace.
So find that plug. Right, well I think that's enough of that, isn't it? Let's get you back on time lapse. Right, here's a little update. Doesn't look any different sitting on the front of here, but all of our red and green dots are the wires that we've checked, tested. The red dots mean we're not using that pin, and the green dots means we tested it and it's all working and buzzed through okay. So, just found a wire in here, this little red and white, that goes through there. Boost control. Not even watching what I'm doing, are you? Hey, look at what. Pay attention now. So yeah, don't need that wire. We can cut that one out. Oh, still so much to go through, but we are cracking our way through it. What's the time now?
We're 20 past 1.
20 past 1 now. So we've been on this. So what, 9:30. Say 10,
10 o'clock.
11, 12, 1. We've been on this 3 hours now, and that's how far we've got. Right. I'll bring you back once I'm a little bit further. Right, we're back again, and we're coming to the end of plug number 3. You might notice there's no green dots in there. That's because Jordan's just butchering that wiring harness there, because there is our 3rd plug. So we're just pinning that up. We're going to add that to this lot. That will run the fuel pump relay, main relay that is. We've got the fuel pump relay to add to this, which is all up here on the diagram. There's a EFI fuse going down to EFI relay, which also turns the fuel pump relay on as well. Fuel pump relay, the earth comes from the ECU, so the ECU actually switches the fuel pump on, so that's good. So yeah, we just got to figure out now to wire all that into there. We've got to try and get rid of this plug, because we don't need that. So these 3 remaining wires in there, we're just going to trace, 2 remaining wires, just going to trace them through, see where they go in the rest of the loom, cut them out, we don't need them. That'll get rid of that, and then we're just at the end of this bit, have hopefully our 3 ECU plugs. We've got to get rid of this as well. Woo. It's looking good. We're getting there. Right. Just need the 3 more wires in that plug then. Let's do it. Now come to the point where we've ticked and crossed all the boxes. It looks a hell of a mess at the moment because it's not all taped up and makes it look nice, but we've got a fuel pump relay, EFI relay, all wired into the harness. We've very basically got 1 ignition live, 1 wire to go to the fuel pump positive, and then blah, 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 all along the other side, our earth terminal, and that's it. That should have everything powered up, working. The proof is in the pudding. We're just going to put it all on this car and hope to Christ it works. So the next thing you'll see is either us really happy because it works, or us looking very confused and pissed off and probably going indoors. So there we go. So right, I'm going to cut you off short now. We're going to get all this plugged into the car and we're going to see what happens. Wish us good luck. Same as he is. Only problem is you're going to have to hold my phone as well.
Oh God. Look at me go.
So this is genuinely the sort of 3rd time we tried it. 2nd time it just started, so 3rd time. What?
Fuel. There we have it. 1 glancer running off our mini loop.
Right, just leading on to us, I think the last you saw on this little clip was Jordan holding my phone and me trying to rev it and it wouldn't rev properly. That's all because we didn't plug a temperature sensor in. We've just plugged that in, it now revs, it all works really well. So now all this spaghetti junction, now we know it all works, can come back out again. We can start tidying things up.
And we know it's going to work.
And we know when we put it in there, it will work. I'm really pleased, and so's he. You could see the smile on his face, I tell you, when that started up. So mega happy. Cool. Oh, I'll tell you what else we could try our own coil and our own igniter on it.
Yeah, we haven't tried that.
Let's try that. Okay, right, well we're going to do that now, and then won't show you, I suppose. I don't know, should we show them we're running again? Yeah, back in 2 ticks. What?
Show it running on mine. See if it works on there. You're gonna have to see if it works on our own coil. When,
oh yeah. Right then, so if you want to know if this runs on our own coil and our own igniter, at the moment we're using the one on the glanzer. So there we go, our own coil. So if you want to know that, watch his channel.
And igniter.
Right, so that is us finished for the day. So at least we know the engine runs on our homemade loom. All there. And yeah, tomorrow just a little bit of neatening up, I think, and then don't know, on to other stuff, see what else we can find to do. Now we've done the wiring, I must say it does look very good. I mean, it's like I say,
good job.
Like I say, it is a little bit of a mess. We've got a few dangly wires, but you know, fuel pump, engine management light,
Stranded wire,
ignition pos. So yeah, there's lots of little things, you know, but yeah, bit of tidying up to do. Offer it up to the car, tape it up a bit. Yeah. Right then, well, that's it. Until tomorrow. Bye-zy bye.